Yo, what is up, YouTube? Okay, it's Mr. Chris. How's it going? I actually am starting college tomorrow. Well, going back. Okay, but first, I want to hit you guys with 5 tips. 5 tips to help you with middle school and high school, maybe even college. But specifically, when you're a young adult or becoming a young adult, being a teen, there are some things and difficulties that you'll experience with school, specifically high school and middle school. And these are my 5 tips of advice that I wish that I knew. Basically, I had to learn it trial and error style. And I'm going to give you the advice so you don't have to fail. So you can learn from, if you take my advice, you won't have to make the mistakes that I have made. That being said, let's start with number 1. Okay, number 1 piece of advice. It's a small one. It's not really a lot of effort when you think about it, but it will help you in the long run in a great way. So take summer school when you go from middle school to high school, 8th grade to 9th grade, freshman year. Before you're in freshman year, go to summer school. You'll get comfortable with the campus. Number 1. All the people that you'll be with will be just as confused because they're all going to be freshmen. Specifically, take the best classes to take are PE or health. Secondly, English or a math class. And thirdly, any elective that will give you credits. Okay, what this is going to do, what this did for me, when I was a senior, my senior year of high school, I was able to leave an hour early. I was able to leave before the last period started because I had exceeded the amount of credits I needed to graduate, even though I didn't meet all of the requirements. Do you understand? So basically, in the macro sense, I had completed everything, but in the in the bigger sense of things, I've done all my credits. I have nothing else. If I do any more, it would be worthless. However, there was certain requirements I hadn't completed until the end of my senior year. There was no benefit to me being at that school, and it was awesome because I got to just leave an hour early. I got to drive, say, see ya. Some of my friends also were able to do this, but for the most part, it was just me dipping, and I just got a free hour to do whatever I wanted. Don't worry about what I did. Okay, second tip. This is actually a very, very big piece of advice, and I want you guys to hold this, especially if you have anxiety. Okay, me personally, I have had a very long journey, very intense journey with anxiety. I was so nervous and anxious, I wouldn't even get up to get a tissue if my nose was running. I would just sniffle the whole period, like Conor McGregor, like John Jones, like nah. But anyway, basically, I had so much anxiety that was stopping me from doing what I wanted to do. And it would just tell me all the ways that something would go wrong before I would try and do it. That being said, one day I decided, you know what, I keep sniffling. It's annoying me. I need to get up and walk over to the tissue box, grab a tissue, but I just can't. So what I did was I literally forced my body to stand up. I made myself, I don't know why, my background was bugging me, so I just had to fix that up. Okay, so I forced myself to stand up, and at that point, I realized it would actually be more embarrassing if I sat back down. So, in a sense, I put myself in an uncomfortable situation where to get out of it, I would actually have to get more uncomfortable than to move forward. Now, in my mind, I always called this the fake it till you make it. But basically, the gist is you have to realize that the position you're in right now, you may be anxious and worried about what is going to happen in the future. But when you're there at that moment, you're going to be thinking about something different. That's just how it is. Your thoughts change based on your environment and your surroundings, and those change minute by minute, whether you realize it or not. That's basically all the advice I can give you about that. It's really hard. It gets you very uncomfortable. It'll make your body get hot. It'll make you start sweating and shake. But the thing is, life is hard, man. I'm not sugarcoating it. Life sometimes sucks, but you do have to do difficult things. There's really no way around it sometimes, and this is my advice to help you through those situations. Okay, number 3. In high school, this is a little more important than middle school. Relationships, such as friendships, even boyfriend and girlfriend, don't keyword over invest in them. Okay, it's perfectly fine to invest in friendships and relationships. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly healthy. But you do have to understand that, sadly, a lot of friendships, relationships that started in high school will not make it years after. And that's natural. It's a part of life. Everybody, they mature. And the people that you're stuck with in school, you mostly have things in common with them based on you having to go to school with them. And every individual, and what I mean by that is every individual person is very unique. And by the time that they have to actually self-actualize and become an adult, they will be completely different from the people that you knew when they were stuck in math class and stuff. That being said, how do you know when you're overinvesting? If you're giving more than you're getting, if you're feeling unhappy with the relationship and the dynamic that you have, if it feels off, if it feels unbalanced, these are things that you should probably avoid, because if somebody doesn't want the relationship that you want with them, you can't make them give it to you. It's as simple as that. Just like nobody can force you to give them the relationship with you that you don't want to give. That being said, you need to internalize that right now. Because when you're an adult, if you just become a people pleaser and you overinvest in other people without taking care of yourself, it's going to lead to a lot of problems mentally, career-wise, health-wise. You really need to take care of yourself in order to take care of anybody that you care about. And that's just kind of like the basis of relationships, is you need to be happy with what you're able to give and receive and feel like there is a mutual positive. All right, that's a positive relationship right there. Number 4. This one has some caveats, but I'm going to say be as friendly to your teachers. So number 4 is to you don't have to be friendly. You don't have to be a brown noser. Try not to cuss in this video if you guys noticed. You don't have to be like teacher's pet. You don't. But if you show them a basic level of respect that you would want given to you, I promise you, they will treat you way better. So if you're good with your teachers, you don't have to be buddy-buddy with them, but they will come in clutch when you need it. They might, if you're at let's say a 68, and you so badly need a 69, you're at a 66 and you so badly need a 67, then your teacher, if they like you, they might just they might just be like, you know what, now that I've rethought your grade, I could raise you a point, there's something that I had thought about that, oh yeah, now that I think about it, bro, they'll help you. That being said, if you make it angry with the teacher, you're screwed, boy. I mean, you're stuck there. You're not going to get to be able to switch classes. That is not something that happens very often. You can't just have beef with the teacher and expect your principal to move you. Don't beef with the teachers. At worst, just be a student that just sits there and does their work and leaves. So I understand this is not something you can do with all teachers. Not every teacher is going to want to be your friend. Not every teacher is even going to be a decent person. You can't be guaranteed of any profession, every single person being a good person. That's impossible. So, if your teacher's not nice, if your teacher cannot be, like, if there's no positive things that you can have in a relationship with your teacher, just do your work and move on to the next class. But if you're able to find a good teacher that is understanding, having a good mentor in life, like a safe, trusted adult as a kid it's so important. So basically I'm saying be as friendly as you can with teachers. For some, this is impossible. But for the most part, if you show teachers you're willing to learn and want to succeed in the future, they'll invest more effort and time into you and help you with the problems you may have. For example, extensions, extra credit, like I said, having a trusted adult you can come to for help, either academic help, mental, physical well-being. And if you're ever in danger as a kid, dude, please. But as Mr. Chris, bro, I'm telling you, if anything is going on, like, please, as someone who had a lot of happen to them as a kid, please, like, reach out to somebody trusted. Dude, I literally try to be the type of adult that I wish was around me when I was a kid. And I really hope that more kids can reach out for help if they have problems. Is find communities. You need to, not need to, but it would very much benefit you to find groups of people that are interested in similar things that you are. If you like anime, find an anime club. If you like baseball, go for the baseball team. If you have weird interests, or not weird, because I like weird things, so I'll call them weird, but so join communities. I would even say try things that you think sound fun, even if you wouldn't see yourself doing it, because that's a way that you can find a lifelong interest that you'll forever in your adult life when you're when you're 40 and you're like, don't have any hobbies. Let's say even 30, bro. When you're 30 and you don't have any hobbies. Okay, let's say 20s. If you're in your 20s and you don't have any hobbies and you're just doom scrolling, that ain't it. That ain't it. All right. You want to find something that you enjoy, say, like surfing. Okay. Basketball. Bird watching. It doesn't have to be some crazy cool thing. Just something you're interested in, okay? And you don't have to impress anybody. If you like doing something, you can just do it. I know it sounds so simple, but a lot of people don't think that way. You can just do what you want to do. And other people that do that same thing, you'll end up in the same spaces. And that's how you make friends and connections, relationships. That's how society works. In the age of technology and, instant gratification, I understand that things have changed. I'm a dinosaur. I was born in the 1900s. Even though, I like to say I don't look it, but who knows? You can probably see in my eyes. I've seen some things, man. I've seen some things. Okay. Back to what I was saying is, when I was in high school, I had friends in all sorts of different groups, jocks, artists, thugs. As long as they're good, genuine people that want the best for you, it's really good to make friends in different circles that do different activities, come from different backgrounds. I used to walk all around my high school during lunch, and I would just dap people up, move to the next group, hey, what's up? And literally my whole lunch was walking around the entire school just saying hey to the stoners, oh, hey to the band kids, oh, hey to the anime group, and hey, ASB, okay, but it's very important to make different groups of friends, because if you've only lived in one place your whole life, you have a very narrow view of the world, and that's not like to be offensive at all. Me, I moved around literally like every grade. I had to make new friends like every year, sometimes twice a year. So I was kind of forced to always make new friends anyway. Um, that's a me thing. Like I was forced to do that. I know it's really hard. I know it's weird to make friends. Trust me. I could definitely do more information on that topic, but for now, take my advice. You know, this is Chris's Declassified School Survival Guide. Uh, if you needed this advice, yo, hit a like, bro. Hit a little comment. Hit a little subby. Let's go. Um, and just let me know in the comments if there's anything, any specific topic of discussion you want me to go through. I know dude, I've seen some stuff, man. Like, I've lost friends to suicide in high school. I've lost friends to overdoses. Dude, I've seen families and friend groups just be torn apart by things. I've seen the criminal justice system in play. I've seen, oh my God, dude, too much. So if you have any questions or advice that you want me to cover, shoot a little comment, and I'm just gonna say, stay safe, good luck out there, and you got this. All right, till next time, Mr. Chris. See ya.